G.I. Joe Special Missions, issue number 3 here on 80scomics.com. This book is intense, and the cover speaks for itself. For starters, we've got a custom van driven by G.I. Joe crushing enemies while Leatherneck and Stalker machine gun them at the same time. On the back cover, we have Gumby. Gumdinger Adventures. That's nice. Burnout from February 1987. In a Middle Eastern country, the Joes are meeting with this burned out ex-Vietnam pilot who's drinking and smoking in that shot. I love the 80s. In the children's comic book with Gumby on the back cover. So there's this map of importance. He's slipping that to the Joes, but then he gets captured in front of the laser tag statue and is almost tortured by the enemies until he breaks free and smashes a chair over their head while Spider-Man watches. Oh wait, no, that's the next page. Sorry. Free the Captain Mystery. Captain Crunch. That stuff was terrible. Why would anyone eat Captain Crunch when Fruit Loops exist? It doesn't even make sense. Anyway. The most overrated cereal ever. So the guy breaks free. There's lots of machine gunning and explosions and a custom van chase with missile launchers. And it's like Navy SEALs in comic book form. But at the very end here, we're getting near the end of the book. And I recommend that you read this one because it's a lot of fun when you sit down and actually admire the artwork and the storytelling. But the Joes have to invade this enemy airbase, right? And there's SAM missile launchers all over the place. And the map that we saw earlier in the issue showed the location of all of these SAM missile launchers, which of course the Joes alerted the Air Force about. So the Air Force planes are coming and they know where all the missiles are, right? Here, see that? But there's one SAM missile base they did not know about that the guy who was being tortured earlier with the screwdriver in front of Gumby or whatever, he knew about. So lots of explosions, awesomeness. Make a long story short, the Joes are here to steal this thing, a futuristic 1980s Yak 38, but they can't take off. So they have to push it into a giant cargo plane. That's what they do here. They push it into a cargo plane and they take off, but there's that one SAM missile installation that they don't know about. So the Joes are about to get blown up. But at the very end, I feel like I have to show you this because it's touching. Their friend, the guy that was drinking and smoking earlier, he crashes his plane into the enemies and blows them up, all while the Care Bears, Lion-O, and He-Man watch. It's touching. This one's intense. I told you this one was intense. I got a tear in my eye right now. To know that Lion-O stood by and watched shows courage. 80scomics.com. I mean, if anything, He-Man could have stepped in there and done something.